Chad Lester, the promoter of the Roman Classic and owner of Body Vision.
First off, tell me a little bit about how you got into the bodybuilding competition and gym ownership.
My original entry into bodybuilding was actually racing motocross when I was 15 to 16 years old, and I pursued it as a sport and a hobby from there, taking it all the way to Teen, Georgia, and representing the state of Georgia in several state-level shows, and at some point began judging at a young age. I was the youngest NPC judge in the nation, and spent many years judging regional shows.
The Roman Classic has really taken on a strong identity not only in Northwest Georgia but the state. Tell me about the competition. What exactly is the Roman Classic?
The Roman Classic is obviously a bodybuilding show, and it started out strictly bodybuilding on a local level. Steve Bailey with Maximum Nutrition had originally started the Roman Classic for competitors in and around Rome, Georgia, a little bit of Rome and Calhoun, Cartersville. Several years into it, Steve allowed us to take it over, myself to take it over, basically because he did want to see it go to the next level, and that was going to require bringing in figure, which was big in that era or time frame. Since then, bikini and men's physique are a big player in the show.
Where do the competitors come from? How do they get involved? Is it Joe Blow from the street, or are these serious competitor bodybuilders?
A little bit of everything. When I took over the show, I geared it directly toward as an entry-level show. I am an NPC judge, and this is a non-sanctioned show. This is not an NPC show. We're not working for or against any organization, simply so competitors can afford to get involved. It's basically Little League to baseball. It gives them a stepping stone into it. Now that it's been around a while, the Roman Classic has been around a while, it's a little more aggressive competition than what it started out to be. We do have people that have won before come back. We have people that have won other shows, bigger and better shows, come back just because they support it. That helps us financially. It keeps it growing, and we have a lot of compliments from the competitors on the trophies and how smooth the show runs, and basically the judging and the fact that everybody there is willing to help them.
How many competitors are going to be involved this year?
We're expecting anywhere from 70 to 110. It's hard to say. A lot of this is very last minute.
And for folks that may have never even went to a body competition, if they were to show up, what will they see? Folks that may not, they like to work out, but competitions they've never really thought about, or folks that just might be looking for something to do on a Saturday. Tell me what they can expect.
It'll be very interesting. Like we've already said, it's a local level show, so it's nothing like you're going to see on TV by no means. There's a judging that starts in the morning. That's at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning at the Rome City Auditorium. This is only $12 to come in and see the judging, and that's where the judges pretty well direct the competitors on what to do. All of it is based on different criteria for the levels or divisions they're competing in that day. That's going to be judged from muscularity to skin tone, posing and presentation. Basically a full-scale judges panel that morning. The evening show is more for the public. It's going to have all the music and lighting, and cheering for your friends and family. And there is some live judging done for the overall divisions that night as well. It would be motivational to the average person working out, and definitely well worth the money for an evening of entertainment.
What does it mean to be able to give folks that work outs and want to improve their physique and go to the next level in competition bodybuilding a stage and a figure to give back to your community and your friends and family?
Well, I've been very appreciative of it. My background being involved with the sport for so many years has allowed this to happen. All my old workout partners, people I judged with, people I traveled with, basically friends and peers are still helping me today. Obviously use some family and some of my employees from the gym, but several gyms in the surrounding area are heavily involved in the show, and if they weren't, we couldn't allow the competitors to compete for this kind of price. They're only paying $60 an entry fee, where most your shows are going to be $80 to $120.
What is it about Rome and Floyd County that you said, I'm going to be a small business owner and I'm going to do shows and give back to my community? Why? For you personally?
Well, I don't know as much about Rome and Floyd County, but as far as the shows, I have a passion for it. It's what I did throughout my youth, competing and bodybuilding and training, and I've made my living personal training and now through gym ownership. But my original intent with the show was simply to allow people to be able to compete on a local level without having to have a lot of money tied up in the best trainers, the best suits, and go out of their way to seek advice just to get started. We work really hard to keep the cost down as well.
Tell me more about the show. Tell me about the time, dates. Where can they find more information?
June 6th, you can go to romanclassic.net and get any information you need.
And competitors, they can still register up till when?
Competitors can register up till the Friday before the show, and all the competitors registered now will come from mandatory check-ins on Friday, basically to put them in the correct division based on weight and height. And then we also do suit inspections on Friday as well.
Where are all the folks coming? Are folks just not from Rome? Where are they coming from?
Over the years, we've had some fly in, but your majority is obviously going to be Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama. Driving distance.
Final thoughts?
Looking forward to it. I'm excited every year. Every time I check the mailbox, I love seeing more and more competitors come in. I like seeing people that have done it in the past, and they're always coming back. And the phone's ringing with people that may not be able to compete this year, asking if I need any help, which is very flattering. But I enjoy it very much and expect it to be another good year. And we're gearing up for the 10th anniversary next year already, making preparations to make it the biggest, best show we've ever produced.